Okay. All right.
Okay.
Dude, oh my god, I'm so glad we got this on the first try again. This is insane. 2 weeks in a row.
Oh,
wow.
We're flawless.
Wow.
Good at
Crazy.
this. We're good at this.
Insane. Well, welcome back, guys. Welcome back for the second episode of the Darkish Hour. You may notice that Soma is playing or calling in from a microwave, some sort of Nokia brick phone. He has recently moved. Tell us all about that, Soma.
Yeah, I just got to Las Vegas last night in the new house that is triple the size of my place in San Francisco for half the price.
Little flex.
And yeah, no internet yet, but it comes tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I am on 2 bars of 5G on my iPhone. Isn't that exciting?
Jesus. It's better than
It's
my
pretty good
5
video
bars on
quality,
4G, bro.
This video quality is pretty good for 2 bars. It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
How are you guys doing? How are you, Jay?
Big chillin'. Just,
I like the new background. It's sexy.
Thank you.
You got a little tapestry and a little light, huh?
Everyone was flaming me saying I was streaming from a hospital, so we had to upgrade.
From a hospital? What? I didn't get that vibe at all.
White walls.
You just look like a degen gamer that didn't clean his room very often, but now you look like a Sith rocker.
That's why I got the camera panned exactly where it should be. You guys can see the mess.
There you have it. There you have it.
Well, Donnie, how the hell are you?
I'm swell. I'm doing good. Great week. I actually got tickets next week to go see Shane Gillis, so it's gonna be fun.
Ooh.
I'm having a good time.
Shane's very funny.
Who?
He's a comedian. He's on Rogan a lot, stuff like that.
He's very funny. Very
funny guy. Funny guy. Hilarious. But yeah, doing swell, doing good. Here to talk about Dark and Darker, the most excellent game, and how it's coming out on the 6th, right?
Yeah.
Playtest 4 is on the 6th. I think we probably have. I put some images in the Discord. A screenshot of a post that breaks down all of the start times globally for Playtest 4. If you want to pull that bitch up.
Yeah, I'm on their Twitter right now, and I see.
Just go to Discord, pull those images.
Well, if I go to Discord, I mess with stuff. Yeah, so it says here that it starts on US West at 4 in the morning, and I like that it starts at 4 in the morning because they're in Korea, right?
Yeah.
I like that it starts at 4 in the morning for West Coast gamers because, like, 7 a.m., right? No one's staying up till 7 a.m. That's insane. You're going to go to bed, you're going to wake up. But if you're just degenerate enough, you just might stay up till 4 a.m. on the West Coast just to start playing. No sleep, just hit it dirty and raw, just right at 4 a.m. I love that. I love that for West Coast gamer. Because I'm central, so I'm going to bed. Like, I'll just wake up at like 6 or 7 and start playing.
Yep.
Well, we have the podcast on the 5th, that Sunday, and it ends around what, like 10, 15-ish? And then I get maybe 5 hours of sleep because maybe less, because I'm going to wake up at 3 o'clock, get some coffee, prepare myself.
You're going to hit it right
shower. I'll be live on my channel around 3:30-ish, 3:45-ish.
Yeah.
And as soon as that demo button is available to click on their Steam page, so apparently whatever current install you have in Dark and Darker is not going to work. There's going to be a fresh demo button to re-download the game.
Yeah.
So as soon as that demo button is clickable, I'm going to smash that bitch dirty and raw. And I'm going to install it immediately and play probably for a minimum of 12
hours? Yikes. I don't know if I have that in me.
Well,
I'm going at least dedicated. Like 24 day one.
I respect that. See, if I didn't have kid and a house to continuously unpack forever with all these boxes, I would probably do a DGen 24-hour. But at the same time, I feel like I'm too old to do 24-hour shifts. I can't do it anymore. It's too hard.
Couldn't have been smashing dirty and raw, man. You would have all the free time in the world.
Dirty and raw. Yeah.
I don't know. Last time I tried to do a 24-hour stream, I was, I don't know, in my early 30s, and about 18 hours in, everything inside of my body was saying, turn the stream off and go to bed right now before you die on stream.
God damn.
And now I get like 12 hours of stream in me, and that's about all I got at 36. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never been a marathon gamer, really. I think the most marathon gaming I ever did was when you like held me at gunpoint to play DayZ like nonstop a couple of those days. We did like 14
That
hours
was
one
fun,
day.
though.
It was like
Blackpool was very fun.
Oh yeah, no, I equate it to kind of like WoW, where like half of it is like the best time of your life, and then half of it is complete misery. So, but it was a good time. I enjoyed it, for sure. But no, I mean those are the start times. But they did drop some stuff on their Twitter, right? Some new lore.
Yes.
Oh, dude, lore at the rock.
Lay it on us.
So at the Rock of Rats, beneath where Judy sits, you will find a portal to the next chapter. Beware, ... The entrance doesn't appear big enough for a party.
Yeah, this is like a little puzzle that they dropped. When was it? When was the tweet?
I think it was
that would
9 in the
be
morning
10
or
a.m.
something
on the
my time.
Yeah.
That was like an Easter
Someone
egg
figured
hunt.
out pretty quick, right?
Yeah. At 10:47, they did the like actual announcement. Someone must have found it out, but it was a QR code under a park bench in New York City.
A QR code under a park bench?
Yeah, and
That's
it
cool.
redirected to the actual actual announcement. And so when they
Really?
put out the announcement, it's probably because someone figured it out. But I have the
One of the devs
I don't know if you have it or
flew
not,
here
but I can
from
send it to you.
Korea. One of the devs flew from Korea to New York to tape the QR code, and then flew back to Korea to tweet. You know
No shot.
No shot.
Obviously, I'm kidding. Jesus.
Okay. But wait, so okay.
It had me for a second.
But so this was like a thing they taped to a bench in New York?
Yeah, it was under the
Flew
bench,
the QR code.
as far as I know.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
And the bench had
And what
it had
did-
like
what
the
did it
name
lead
on
to?
it. It was like Judy something. Here, I can send you. I'll type it in the podcast chat.
Board just
But there's a
sent me
link
something.
to the actual announcement.
Oh, and then this cave troll thing. Hang on.
Yes.
Let me
The Troll
have that.
King.
then this also. The cave troll awakening. Sometimes curiosities. Okay, well, hang on. This is kind of scuffed. So it says the cave troll awakens. Sometimes curiosity. Sometimes curiosity is best left unchecked, but it is too late now. And then we get a picture of the cave troll. So there's gonna be like a cave level, essentially, right?
It's kind of what they're hinting
I don't
at.
know
Yeah.
if it's do you think they're hinting at a new dungeon level or just a new creature?
To me, I think it's B1. Because
B1.
B1's supposed to be like a forest, right? And
What
then
is
there
B1?
would be B1 is the first floor. I learned today they're called basement floors or basement levels, but so
Okay.
Oh, so it would be forest, and then this cave, and then the dungeon we played in playtest 3, and then hell. So 4
I
levels.
think the cave would be on the first floor. Because you know how like right now with the current like crypt map system, it kind of pushes you in the middle. I imagine you'll be starting in a forest and getting pushed towards the cave. Because it kind of leads into like getting into a crypt, right? Going through a cave or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just my take. on it.
Interesting. Okay. That would be really nice if we had a whole new map to play in though with the next playtest.
Well,
That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
I think the important thing, right? You know, we're detail oriented here, right? We're some sleuths. Put your hats on, boys. I don't recognize what's behind him.
Yep.
And his name is the Cave Troll. So, you know, I've never heard of a dungeon troll. I've never heard of a hell troll. I have heard of a cave troll. So if there's if he's
Good
somewhere,
point.
I'd wager he's in a cave. But I do like this. I
Same.
like little drops like this where it's the little lore tidbit where you can speculate
Keep
and stuff
scrolling
over it.
down.
Oh, keep scrolling down.
I'm on my phone, so it's awkward for me to look
Yeah.
at the image. Scrolled up just a little bit. some crazy sleuth noticed that right there in the bottom right, there's a little calendar on that wooden
Oh,
slab
shoot.
behind him, and it shows the date, February 6th.
Yeah.
Cool, huh?
Yeah,
Enhance.
Enhance of Zoomify.
Yeah, right there. We got February
Cool.
2023, and we got February 6th right there.
Yep.
That's pretty wild.
And there's actually in the initial like launch trailer that Iron Mace did themselves, they actually like tease a room similar to this. It's like 5 months old at this point, so
Oh,
Really?
got that picture as well.
Let's look that up.
okay. I'm excited about a new creature to cheese. It's gonna be great.
The Pavis gamers are gonna go to a whole next level in the troll room. Sure. Oh, not that one. You gotta go
Not
to
this
Dark
one?
and Darker's official.
What, Iron Mace games?
It's Dark dash and dash Darker.
Dark dash and
So that's their like actual channel name. There you go. And it's like one of their older videos.
who's the real winner? Alpha playtest teaser?
Yep, that one. I think it's like a minute in.
Well, let's find it.
But it is a totally different room than anything we've seen.
So this is hell.
Yep. Can't remember where it's at. I'll look.
This is the crypts. Oh,
The cool thing about that picture is it's acidic.
Okay, some sword swinging. Hunt for long treasures. Not a couple of dudes hanging out. Yeah.
It's somewhere. I sent the
Is it
picture in the podcast one. I know that'll kind of scuff it up though.
I'll change it here in just a second. Is it this?
No.
Oh, this dude's partying. All right, whatever. I'll look for it. But that's cool. So they
awesome.
have teased that level before, huh? Oh, okay. Very, very slight thing. But okay. So they've teased the cave level before, huh?
In the trailer, I wouldn't say it's the cave level per se, but it's cave-esque, that's for sure. It has the same like kind of rafters and like rock buildup behind the troll picture, anyways.
Hmm.
But the cool thing about it,
So-
I noticed the wizard's holding a wand in his hand.
Ooh.
I'm
Holding a
anticipating
wand.
the wand's coming out.
You're a wizard, Harry.
So do you think that the forest level, the normal level, will lead to a cave, and if you
Yep.
go through
There
the
you go.
cave,
Here
that
it
goes into the dungeon?
Yeah, that's kind of what my thinking is. Right there, that wizard's holding a wand, and that is totally different than what we've seen in terms
Oh yeah,
of
go
the map
back.
so far.
Go back.
Yeah, he's got a
Wow.
little wandy wand in his hand. Okay, but
Totally
so
different.
aren't the items that the wizard holds? Doesn't that just change casting speed time and maybe like a buff or something on the item as far as like statistics?
They just have different cast animations, yeah. So technically, the speed is faster with some of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point of upgrading from like say a staff to like a crystal ball is like it's quicker to cast.
Right. Yeah.
Intriguing. Interesting.
What was
See,
the
that's-
best wizard item? The spellbook?
Spellbook, yeah. Crystal Orb is basically the same, but you have to run like a dagger with it, and you're slower. That's why I use the spellbook.
Dagger. That's good.
That's cool.
So are those all the leaks that they put out?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm reading here that they made their r/dark and darker post. It's pretty much the same thing. A limited time demo that will be playable during the duration of the Steam Next Festival. How long did they say how long this demo is going to be? This playtest?
Monday to Monday. I think it's 4 a.m. the 6th, Monday the 6th, PST, till probably sometime in the morning or afternoon, the 13th. Which is
Okay.
lucky for my fiance, because if it was running through Valentine's Day, it'd be on.
Oh my gosh. You'd be in trouble, huh?
No, she would be. She'd be all alone.
Oh, it's like that. The portal has been opened. So what's this? Oh, this is the cave troll thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Checking their Twitter.
Must have been when people
Awesome.
found the QR code.
Yeah.
I
Happy
hope
New
that
Year's.
they drop some patch notes for us to, or playtest notes for us to go over next Sunday. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be really fun to do the podcast next Sunday because we're going to be so fucking hyped up
Oh, dude,
with it coming
definitely.
just hours out. But if that's all the leaks and that's everything, Mr. Donicus, what is our main juicy segment? For
Yeah, so I
episode
think
2?
we want to talk PvP and comps this week, right? I believe.
You have the script. You
I have
the
the
production
script.
doc.
Oh gosh, I'm off my mojo here.
Pulling it up.
Yeah, so we want to talk about PvP for a bit. We want to talk about PvP, solos, high runners, and then talk about comps, our favorite comps, what comps we think are best. And I actually have a comp I think is my favorite. It's not the best. It's by no means meta. I am not the meta man, but I have an enjoyable, a dirty comp, some would say. But we can kind of start out, guys, with PvP, I guess. I know Jay's answer, and I think I know Soma's answer. But Soma, what is your favorite PvP class so far in Dark and Darker?
Well, I had the most success as a barbarian. I had a lot of fun as a barbarian. And there's a part of me that wants to say that maybe fighter is something I want to switch to.
Yeah.
But I will probably keep maining a barbarian and I'll have a rogue to fuck around with as well. But smashing through a door, as long as you can like dodge your ranger's arrows, which is easier said than done. And you can get up close if you have the horseman's axe and a hatchet.
Yeah.
And a felling axe or a felling axe and a bardiche.
Yeah.
Damn, it is very satisfying. And I think I want to try out. I'm going to try out some new perks this time around that lends itself to taking out groups faster. Like there's a perk that increases your strength for a few seconds after you kill someone.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to like go berserker mode?
Yes, I want to.
Okay.
I want to have like if Jay can slap me with a haste and an invis, and there's a cleric or a ranger backing me up as well, and I can just run in there, balls to the wall, start chopping heads. That just sounds so fun. And Savage Roar to keep PvE creatures off you is awesome too. But beyond that, it also reduces anyone affected by the roar by I think 25% damage reduction.
Yeah, so it says frightens all enemies within a 7.5 meter range, radius for 6.6 seconds, reducing their physical damage bonus by negative 25%. So
yeah, so a rogue jumps you, you hit that, you switch to bardiche because they're going to be darting in and out, and you just hit them from range. They get close, and then you have your dual wield or your felling axe for other stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, before I roast
Soma
for his choice in favorite PvP class, chat, how do we feel about the barbarian so far? I don't think I have very many people on here.
Read it back to me.
Yeah, let's see how they feel about barbarian before I actually just toaster you with which I think is the worst class in the game, but it's just my opinion.
Ooh.
Okay, Laughing Depressed says it's good, but just slow for solo. I agree. It is definitely. I think you can agree. It's definitely a team build class, right?
My best solos were as a barbarian.
No freaking shot.
Really?
I swear, I did the best overall. I did the best with barbarian by far. And then my second best class was rogue. But I did high roller solo barbarian. And
would you fight teams?
I would try to. I wouldn't. So as a solo barbarian, especially in high roller, you have to rat it up a little bit. Like you can charge people, especially one-on-one. But if you see a group, you have to have them come to you. You can't run into a group.
Yeah, because they
like
can
a
start
fighter and a couple rangers. Well, they'll just pick you off, right?
Yeah.
But if you can get positioning and lure somebody to you, or just choose your battles, once they get close, if you can dodge an arrow or two, and you have that magic resistance plus 100 perk, you can take a lot of hits. It's quite good. And
magic resistance plus 100.
It's very strong. So I don't know. I really love barbarian a lot.
So you can get 100% magic resistance? Oh,
Plus
yeah, by
100.
100. How much damage? Okay, so DJ, you know magic and stuff. How much damage does that actually reduce, like, by? Does it, like, halve your spell damage in half or what?
I think 100 is like around 20% mitigation.
20%.
And it's very as a wizard player, it is very noticeable because barbs can eat, and normally they die in like 2 directed fireballs, but sometimes I have to mag dump the spell book.
Mag dump the
Yeah.
spell.
Every spell in the book, man, I gotta throw it out.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
It's awesome. And if you're smart with dodging and using the environment, once you get close, man, it's game over for most players because a lot of people
Oh,
will
yeah.
panic once you get too close with the barbarian, and they'll just start madly clicking, and then you just shot 'em right in the head. I don't know, barbarian.
You just know. When that axe is right over your head, you know you're fucking dead. Ain't
No, the
telling.
only exactly, especially a felling axe. The only thing that sucks about barbarian
Yeah.
is that he cannot use, or she cannot use, the best weapon in the game, which is a spear, which is why I'm thinking I might practice with the fighter and go fighter this time around, because the spear is just god tier. But the bardiche is just like a slightly worse spear, so I might practice with that as well with the barbarian. But yeah, that's the only drawback, is you can't use a spear.
So you
But if
have
you
one
use
friend in
axe
chat, Soma.
specialization-
Pleebor is saying...
One person agreed?
Yeah, Pleebor says Barb is underrated. I don't know if he necessarily agrees, but he says it's underrated, so he gives you that at least.
Yeah,
Barbarian
mean,
is
let's
rank
be
1
real.
playtest too.
I don't think it's very good. I think you can get kited way too easily. I think if you're smart and you're a range class, you shit on any barbarian there is. I think unless like you get trapped by him, I mean, like, versus a rogue, you'll win because I mean, unless the rogue is just super good and stabs you in the back like 8 times before you can turn around. But I think anybody with a range class worth their salt is just going to shit on a barbarian. I think that's just the worst part because your movement speed. I think rage, does it add movement speed yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it does. Yeah, I think that's huge. But I feel like a lot of times I still outrun him as a ranger. Like I'll just run away. I'm like, oh, he's raging. I'll just see you later. Not in the mood.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
I kind of farm barbs.
I think they're a
Really?
bad fighter. I think
Yeah.
they're a bad fighter. I think fighter is just
Yeah,
all
I've
I've
around
heard that
better.
a lot.
Look, this is.
Oh
I
no,
had
sorry, I've heard the other way
success.
myself.
What?
Oh, that fighters are a worse barbarian. I've heard the opposite.
You've heard of the opposite?
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Look,
The only,
I don't think
the only thing I like about fighter is sprint, which is whatever, and second wind. That's the best combo for active abilities. And then if you can get some decent armor on, and you don't even want you don't want to deck out with your heavy armor anyway. You want to be able to move a little bit. But if you have a spear and a bow or a crossbow, you are gonna wreck shop if you're a good player. That's the drawback of the barbarian. Like I said, you can't use the spear, and the spear, I think it needs.
you can't use a bow, can you
slight
either?
nerf. If you use weapon master, but
Oh,
if
you
you want
can.
to use a different perk, if you want to use a different perk outside of weapon master, you can just slap on a crossbow, and if you're accurate with a crossbow, it does more damage than a bow anyway.
Yeah.
And man, getting a crossbow headshot and killing someone is very satisfying.
Yeah.
Very, very satisfying. But
Well, look-
hey, I get it. Like I know the barbarian in the wrong hands is gonna get dominated.
I just think
Totally
it's
agree.
I just think it's a bad fighter. I think fighter, you got sword and board, you got crossbow, second win, and then sprint. I think is like those are the moves. And I think like as far as like what the barbarian offers that the fighter can't is you can knock doors down.
Savage roar.
Savage
being
roar. I mean,
able
but
to-
25% damage. Like I don't know.
No. It's the PVE element. It's
Okay,
being able
for
to
PvE.
scare off a bunch of mummies and skeletons, and to redirect them to someone else, to get past them, to get through a door. The amount of times Savage Roar saved my ass was countless.
And that's an
Yeah.
ability you have to use, right?
Yeah.
Active ability. It's like
It's
a
a
shout
skill.
that like fears the stuff away. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that being good. So you think Barb is like the boss killer in your comp, essentially?
No. This is for PvP. For PvP, what I had the most success with solos
Yeah.
in both normal and high roller was the barbarian. Is it the best? Don't know, but that's just
Yeah.
what I
Well, it's
had the
not,
most
but
success with.
yeah.
All right,
I
we
personally
have-
think- I think Fighter is super underrated.
I agree. Fighter's super underrated.
And then you get some super mega tryhards that truly use Fighter to its max potential. That's my take on Fighter right now.
I think the biggest problem.
I
think the biggest problem with Fighter is it's very gear dependent. Like if you don't have the armor and the weapon, it's like can't really do anything.
Right, but might struggle a bit.
Yes, I'm a simple man, right? I've picked the cheesiest class to be the best class for PvP in my opinion. I think both of you disagree with me, but I'm a simple man. I'm going to go with the tried and true. It's obviously the Ranger. The Ranger is obviously the best PvP class. Look, a Ranger who doesn't want to die, you're not going to kill him. He's just going to run away. You every time you fight a Ranger, you fight him on your terms. You fight him on his terms, sorry.
I don't know.
I might agree somewhat.
Agree a little bit, exactly. I'm with Jay. A really good Ranger that uses traps well and the environment well and doesn't miss shots is insane to go up against.
The dirtiest combo.
Miss a shot or two, oof.
The dirtiest combo is you run a heavy crossbow and a bow. You shoot the heavy crossbow for the big fat damage, then you pull out the bow to finish him off. If you miss, you keep a sword in your back in your inventory, and you just pull the sword out, swap it out with the crossbow, and just fucking go whack attack it with it. But I think overall, as far as just ultimate cheese, easiest class to just fucking stomp noobs with, it's got to be the Ranger all day.
It's a good class. Don't get me wrong. It's good.
I was a cleric for 2 Rangers in playtest 2, and we had 0 competition. So
yeah, crossbow mastery.
Kill them like across the map before they can even have a chance. It was a little strong.
I think the one thing that makes Ranger nuts is what is this one ability called? It is quick shot. Quick shot is fucking bonkers. If you have a bow, just 3 shots right off the bat, that's just nuts. And when you use quick shot in the last one, you could what do you call it? You could have quick shot. I think it has like a 12-second cooldown, like something crazy. And then I think it's like
as hell,
10 or 15 seconds, something like that. But the cool thing was you have like a 6-arrow quiver, right? You could fire 5 arrows, and then you use quick shot to shoot 3 with 1 arrow left because it reloads you. So
exactly. That's got to be a bug.
Maybe.
I feel like it's intended, but I don't know.
Yeah,
not a bug. Sorry, I think they're going to change it though. Not a bug was the wrong word.
I think if anybody needs a nerf though, it is Ranger, because I think their ability to have 3 heals, the ration heal, 3 times is kind of busted. Like, I think that's the only thing that needs to be buffed. I mean, nerfed. Give them 1 heal, give them 1 ration, and then I think that'll be much easier. But anyway, Jay, go ahead, sell us on it.
I think Ranger and Wizard should probably get nerfed.
You think Wizard should get nerfed?
I say that as a Wizard player. Yeah.
But okay, how do you nerf Ranger? Do you nerf their damage or do you just nerf their utility?
I've been saying it forever. They got to nerf. They just add damage drop off to arrows, and I think that
from a distance.
A very good nerf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I get 1 tap like across the room many times.
I
can see that. All right, Jay, sell us on the Wizard.
You got one tap.
100 to 0. Yeah, 100 to 0. Many times. But to be fair, Wizard is the squishiest class, so if someone's going to go 1 tap a lot, it should be the Wizard, right?
And they're shooting with like a heavy crossbow, probably, yeah?
I agree that the ration should be cut down to 1 or 2, and I also think that they should just get rid of the headshot perk.
Oh, it's like 10, what is it? We were just there. It's like 10% more damage, right?
Yeah, it's already doing more damage to get shot in the head.
Sharpshooter, 15%. Yeah.
More?
15% more damage with that shot. Yeah, I agree.
That's strong.
But what is defined as a long range weapon? Is that any bow?
I think it's just any bow, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think short bow is the meta too. I don't think longbow I think short bow because it shoots so quick is the meta. Because you can do yeah, whatever the recurve, the smaller one is. Longbow, not very good. Like I'd rather have a crossbow. But I think recurve was the meta because I think you get like 37 to like 50 damage, I want to say, on one of the recurves if you got like a really good one. And, 3 of those, someone's dead. And especially if you headshot them, I mean, you're doing like... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, the longbow is the most sold item in the trade market.
It's too long to shoot, man. I think the whole good thing about the recurve...
It's the range.
Oh, you think so?
That's what people want, yeah. You can just...
Also has the highest base damage.
Highest base damage, and you could just take someone out from across the room, 1 headshot to a Wizard. Yeah, dead.
I might be converted.
It's crazy.
I might be converted. All right, Jay, sell us on the wizard. Go ahead.
On the wizard, huh?
Yeah.
Why is
tell
the wizard
us.
so
What's
good?
your favorite class? Yeah.
You know, as a longtime rogue player, for a while it was the rogue, but after I really dove into the wizard, I don't think I can go back.
Yeah.
You have an answer for like every situation. You can gank people. You can straight up 1v3 and engage whenever you want. You can run away. They're kind of like rangers. If you want to not die, you can just run the opposite direction. Normally, you can't get caught. But that haste invis combo is something special. I don't think you can get as much of a rewarding satisfactory feel from almost any other class. Just my opinion, but
yeah, just like in Dungeons and Dragons, the wizard has an answer for everything. That's kind of the cool part about wizard in D&D is that so every time you take a long rest in Dungeons and Dragons, you can prepare new spells for the next day. You don't have to have the same spells always. You only get a certain amount of slots, just like in Dark and Darker. And you can choose from a litany of spells, right? And let's say you have enough slots for, 12 spells, but you have access to 40 or something like that, right? And you can just say like, oh, okay, I know that our adventuring group is going to go into this dungeon today, or we're only going to be in town trading and RPing. I'm just going to have spells that will help with charming people, or that allow me to go invisible so I can steal from a shopkeeper. Or if I know I'm going to go into the dungeon, I can just beef up on stuff like fireballs and chain lightning, just like in Dark and Darker. Nice. Just like in D&D and Dark and Darker, the wizard does have an answer for everything, and I think that's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, well, that's dope.
I just think wizard damage is a little high, so it's probably gonna get nerfed. We already know it's somewhat gonna get nerfed with magic resistance buffs, but we'll see. It might not be enough.
What's the magic resistance buff?
So it's not like directly saying that they'll do it, but they said in their recent Q&A, the question was, will magic resistance be increased, I believe? And then they said adventurers will need it, was their answer. So to me, it sounds like they're probably going to buff magic resistance across the board, like base and probably on gear and stuff.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
That is neat.
Am I dumb?
My class will be a little harder.
Am I dumb for playing Barb? Do I need to switch to fighter?
Yes.
No.
I mean, he's gonna
rank 1 in the playtest before.
Look, he's gonna lie to you.
That's how I look at him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes.
What's chat saying?
Yeah, chat. Go ahead. Tell us if someone's
Chat's been telling me all week Barb is just a better fighter, but
yeah,
I think if you're truly gonna play barbarian, you should go with the meta comp and get yourself a wizard and cleric and just fucking clear lobbies. That's what it's made for, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Just pop off.
I think for solos, I might stick with rogue. Rogue is so goddamn fun too. I think if played correctly, it can do some amazing things. Like jumping up on top of something in the dark and just sitting there invisible and just dropping behind someone from above and just getting a quick few stabs in, and then hiding and then watching them turn around to try to face you, and you go behind them again, backstab them again. It's so satisfying. I love some of the rogue plays that you can pull off. I mean, with a wizard, I've watched a lot of Jay's YouTube videos, and he does the same shit with invisibility and ignite with a dagger. He'll be running towards someone, and then he'll quickly go invisible, and they'll be like trying to stab at the air, and this motherfucker just goes right behind him with ignite and just stabs him in the back. Very satisfying to watch, Jay. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah. Some say he's a better rogue, so
Some say.
Gotta really live the life.
Some say.
My favorite rogue though, I love running people's pockets.
I've heard.
My whole
I haven't used that myself.
Full, just pickpocketing people. That's like my favorite. It's so fun.
That's hilarious.
You have to.
That's so fun. I've seen some videos of it. Once you start the prompt and they walk away, it continues to pick their pocket, right?
Yes.
Like the range on it's really
the map.
Good.
Yeah. As long as you start it, they can go wherever they want. You still yoink them.
Is it just a random item, or does it like choose like the highest quality thing, or like how does it work?
It's random, but it's anything in their pockets. You just get one at a time. So they could have a legendary piece of gear in their pockets, right? That they're not actively wearing, and you could just pickpocket it. Just run away.
That's so hilarious. I love that.
My best haul so
That's
far
really
is off
cool.
one guy. I got like 15 candy corns and a bunch of random shit he had on him. That's like 500-600 gold, bro. I didn't even stab nobody that game. How is that not
hilarious.
nerfed? Come on.
That's really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot.
All right.
What about the worst solo class? What do you think?
It's gotta be cleric.
Well, I would, I don't know about that because a cleric can keep himself beefed up and buffed and healed. They do a lot of damage to the undead baddies that were in that playtest in the dungeon there, right?
Yeah.
And if they use their spells properly and switch to a pretty decent weapon, they can kill a player super fast. What's that ability? Smite or something like that? That does like 100 damage or some crazy shit. I've been one shot by that before on a rogue. Straight up one shot, full health.
Full health one shot by a cleric?
Solo.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never done it myself.
Rogue.
But I've heard clerics are nasty with the correct build and solos. They can just like 1v3 and stuff. I don't know how, but I don't doubt it. But if I had to pick the worst solo class, it might be fighter or barbarian.
Fighter? Well, yeah. Actually, no. Let's roll the hate train. It's barbarian is the worst solo class. Let's really sit Soma down and have a talk with him.
Well, let's just call it tied so we keep his sanity in check. It's tied between fighter and bard.
All right, I'm switching to fucking wizard. I'm switching to wizard.
Yes, convert.
No, I think it's I want to say it's Smite. Smite does an additional 10 damage to all enemies you hit within 10 seconds, which is good. But I think Judgment is really good too. Like a lot of times, you know how you get into fights and like you get stuck on the other side of a door. Judgment is that like evil spell you can just hit someone with through the door, like the little window through the door, and they'll just completely like take like a third of your health. It's fucking ridiculous, depending on your class.
I love Judgment.
Yeah.
Very underrated in my opinion.
No, that one's dirty, dude. That's a dirty little like poke from clerics.
Oh yeah.
But we're saying fighter or barb is the worst solo. I don't know if fighter's bad solo. I think if you run a range with a fighter, I think it's good.
Yes. I think if you play fighter correctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to really milk the fact that you're an armored ranger, in my opinion, or in my book.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Well, I think like any good, internet podcast discussion, streamer, reactor, whatever you want to call it, we gotta make a tier list, fellas. We gotta decide what's the best and what's the worst. And we're talking purely solo here. So, obviously, look, no debate. We're going to put Ranger at the top, right? Like, come on. Like, who's going to argue with me on that?
A good Ranger is annoying as fuck.
Oh, no, 100%.
Minimum A, probably S.
Minimum A?
Yeah.
I think Ranger and Wizard are both S tier.
I think Wizard, Ranger, and Rogue are S tier. We're talking.
I don't know if Rogue is S.
Yes.
I don't know.
I think it's A. I think Rogue's A tier. The only reason why is because is the health pool.
Yeah.
Health pool, yeah.
The lack of range too.
Easy.
You gotta use the fact you're the fastest class. Unless you don't count if you're not counting Wizard haste buff on top, but yeah, Rogue. I used to do a lot of solo. I just go in and out. You pick like 1-2 people before anyone reacts, and then you just run and you come back.
So look, Soma.
Yeah, it takes a different play style for sure.
So we know what our S classes are. Well, actually, we'll save this for the end. Do we want to put Rogue in A? I think A is good for Rogue.
Yeah, you can go A.
I agree.
Wouldn't be too bad.
Rogue is A tier. Yeah.
I think Rogue is A. I think Fighter is A as well. Or is Fighter B? Oh, solo, true. I think Fighter's B tier. Then.
If I were to do it, Cleric B, Fighter Barb C. That's just me.
For solo?
For solo, yes.
You said Barb D?
Cleric,
I can get behind Barb D.
Barb D, yeah.
I think it all
give the Barb the D. A little weird, man.
Yeah, man. He comes in shirtless.
If you
Yeah.
are an amazing cleric and you know how to run the spells as well as you know how to run a wizard spells, Jay, and you have the right weapon, I think a cleric solo can be god tier. But generally speaking, most people aren't going to be able to go apeshit on a cleric or even a wizard like you can. So yeah, I would agree that cleric is probably lower on the list. Yeah.
I'm
B or
feeling
So
C.
in the C or D.
I'm feeling fighter B. How we feeling fighter B?
Any fighter player?
It depends. If you have weapon master and a good bow, you're a ranger at that point
Yeah.
with armor.
Yeah. But you got no heal. Well, you do have second wind,
the
but
rank 3 fighter. Sorry.
the
What'd you
rank
say,
I
3
got the rank 3 fighter who says fighter C tier.
C tier.
Oh.
I mean
At least for
rank 3. We got to trust him. I think that's fair.
I'd probably agree.
Okay.
myself.
He says
I
it's
played a lot
garbage.
of
He hates
fighter,
his
I
own
haven't played it
class.
recently. Yeah.
Okay, so
Regrets his
fighter C
decision.
is Barb D.
I mean, Barb's
I
has
think it's
to be the same tier as fighter, I think.
You think so?
If
Okay,
not,
but
maybe
we
a
gotta.
little
Okay,
higher,
all right. We'll
but
put
I
her
don't
there
know.
for right now. But we do got to figure out who comes last. Where are we putting cleric and B?
Maybe if we're talking overall, I could probably see cleric and D tier solo. If we're talking in
Yeah.
good
D-tier solo?
hands, I would probably raise it up myself. Probably like B or something.
In the right hands, I think a cleric could be an A minus, a B plus. But for the general player, the layman, it's probably going to be in last place.
Yeah.
You got any rank 3 clerics in your chat, by the way?
Not at the moment.
All right, D.
Clerics are hard,
All right.
hard to come by.
Now we're down to the
Whatever
nitty gritty
Yeah, that's
details.
true.
Is fighter or barbarian worse? Because we got to put one ahead of the other. Who's the better solo? I think fighter's the better solo.
Only because of weapon master or if you have a good crossbow. But at the same time, if you have a bunch of throwing axes and axe specialization, if you hit a headshot with a throwing axe and a barbarian, it fucks
You do
someone
big
up
damage.
big time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Big damage. Yeah.
My vote is
But it's
my
I'd
short
vote
probably
is
range.
say fighter might be above.
fighter
Talking
above.
Just because
strictly
of bows.
solo. Just because
Okay.
the bow and second win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Soma, you know my vote. We know Jay's vote. You're the tiebreaker here on S class. Who's the best? Who's the best solo in the game?
I'd say that most people would say ranger just because it's easier to play than a
Sure.
wizard, but you cannot beat the overall toolkit of a wizard. Now, if a
Yeah, I
ranger
agree.
could move while invisible, it'd be the clear winner. But only a wizard can do that. Besides, a rogue's hide with 10 steps. So I'd have to say, GGJ. I'd say the wizard is on top, just because
Wizard's
if
on
played
top.
right, it can do anything. Yeah.
No, I agree with that. I
Yeah.
think
God damn it, Jay.
I think the skill ceiling on ranger is not as high as wizard. I think if you get bananas with it,
Right.
you can do some crazy shit with wizard. So
Yeah.
Once that 18
will,
trap ranger meta kicks in, it might be over for the
18
wizards. man.
trap.
I've killed a few rangers with a full inventory of bear traps, man.
I respect that. That's a hustle. I need
They're
to get
1 gold
behind it.
each. They're 1
Dude.
gold. You could bring 100 if you want.
Yeah,
Just
that's a
trap
hustle. I
the
got to
whole
get
map.
behind.
Traps,
How do you beat
traps
that?
are awesome.
Yeah.
Traps are really fun to use too.
All right, let's ask chat how they feel about it. I see laughing depressed. He's in the chat. He says Barb's B for damage output. He thinks Barb. I don't think Barb's B. I don't think Barb's B.
Barbarian with a good axe and the right perks, you absolutely slaughter. You slice through people like cheese. A hot knife through butter. I'm telling you,
That's fair.
it's very fucking strong.
There was a good point made in chat.
A felling axe to an armored fighter's head, just 2 hits, he's dead.
There was a good point made in chat. It said, I feel like you all have to agree on if you're talking about playing at a high level or for general people. So we're talking about skill
That's true.
capped.
Yeah.
I still think fighter's better. I think fighter's better than Barb solo at the highest level. I think you
I don't
can.
think we've seen good fighter yet. I think it's just a matter of time, though. To me, it's almost similar to like Wizard. Wizard was slept on and then became God tier in one playtest. So
That is
fighter
fair.
time is coming one day.
That is fair.
In a couple of weeks, we're gonna have to redo this list anyway, because who knows what kind of changes we're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
see.
there's gonna be tons of changes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
fighter doesn't have
probably
magic
gonna.
resistance.
Oh, only with like dark plate armor and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and
That's
gear.
interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I think they get 40 with their dark iron chest at the moment.
Yeah. I'm telling you, as a barbarian, solo barbarian, I went up against a wizard that hit me with like 4 fucking fireballs, and I was still like a
I
third health,
bet.
and I got up to him, and I one shot him in the head with a felling axe. Just one hit. He ran out of fireballs, and he was like, "Dirk, dirk, dirk, dirk," dead. There was nothing he could do. There was no escaping me.
There is
That
no
was so satisfying.
there is no better feeling in this game, and games exactly like in the raid system, right? Like a Tarkov or a game like that, than just shitting on noobs. Like if you play Hunt Showdown, Escape from Tarkov, when you shit on somebody in that game, like you kill somebody in like COD, they're like level 10, you're like, all right, whatever. But it doesn't matter what level you're on. If you shit on anybody in a game like this, it's so satisfying, like beyond satisfying. Like,
and because this playtest is going to be opened up to so many more players, just because this game is almost going viral in a way, and more people are excited to play it. There's going to be so many little lambs ripe for the slaughter.
Oh yeah,
in this playtest,
Oh,
it's
man.
going to be ridiculously fun. Just
one of my
They just have no mercy, man.
one of my favorite things.
No, Captain Insano shows no moisty. Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
One of my favorite things with have you guys ever played Hunt Showdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So newer players in that game, they don't like own skins, or like all the new like characters you get in that game have white shirts. So anytime you saw people with white shirts, you'd be like, "Oh, here comes some fucking noobs. Let's go."
A little lamb.
Yeah, so anytime the game goes on sale, you just see a sea of white shirts coming in. You're like, "Okay, let's go, boys." So, yeah.
I've killed so many Timmys in Tarkov, I started to spare them. So.
No.
I do the same thing in Dark and Darker. If I see someone just like totally lost in the game, I'll let them go.
Am I correct? Are they adding VoIP in this one, or they're thinking about adding it in soon?
More than likely, yeah.
That's
I'd say it's probably 99%. Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. When that happens, I'm totally gonna do. I'm gonna make a rogue named Smeagol, and I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a montage of me doing the Smeagol Gollum voice, and just murking motherfuckers, like luring people, like, come this way, precious. And then I'm just gonna stab. I'm just gonna fucking have a blast killing people with Smeagol. I can't wait.
If I die like that on a video, I'm uninstalling. I don't think I can ever recover.
Dude, you gotta like befriend somebody. Like, Schmeagol, help! Like you gotta like full on Stockholm syndrome, worm your way in, marinate them, and then right as they're opening the portal to get out,
the
you
Troll
just
King.
yeah, feed him to the Troll King.
Exactly.
To the cave troll, yes. You're gonna have like back and forth
loot in the cave.
You gotta have like back and forth VoIP monologues where they're like, "What the fuck are you talking?" Like, there's like the side of you that like hates them, like, "I kill," and then there's like the side that's totally like, "No."
Exactly.
Full on RP, Smeagol RP. Oh my gosh. I think we're about time. Do we want to do comps, or do we want to save that for next time?
I can't look at my.
We're at
my phone right now.
10 your time.
Or my clock. Okay, why don't we just do Q&A for a little bit, and then we can outro.
Well, what are our favorite comps? We'll just run through it quick. We'll do it quick.
Okay.
What is your favorite comp, young JayGriffyuh? I know you're a solo deleter, but when you do, run with plebeians, what is your favorite composition you like?
Oh, for wizard, it's probably a wizard ranger cleric. That way, there's no one getting in front of all your fireballs, And they kind of just poke from afar and you finish them off.
Do you use cleric as the front line, though?
No, I frontline as a wizard myself. Just because you put on big pressure.
You just scare them away?
Yeah, a little bit. You kind of, if you're going to play the cleric, you need to have like one designated frontliner. That's my take. So when you run like double melee cleric, it just makes it hard for your healer. They're just juggling between two different people instead of just streamlining, damage taken. But
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's mostly so there's no one in my way for the spells. It's like my
Okay.
biggest point.
Okay. What about you, Soma?
For
Chat,
PvP,
what are before we put some of your favorite comps in chat, guys? I'm curious what comps you guys are into, but go ahead.
I got Ranger in mind.
That's a good comp. Let me
a good
tell
comp.
you.
3 Rangers is fucking dumb. Oh my god.
Little OP.
It's good. Yeah.
Call it the
I
pin
really
cushion.
I like Cleric with 2 Barbarians.
Cleric double barb.
Cleric double
Max
barb.
my
Cleric
chat
double
energy.
barb.
I know it's probably bad, but if you have a pocket healer and you have 2 barbs to deal with as they're running toward the Rangers or Ranger or Wizard or whoever it is,
Yeah.
if you're trying to choose which target to kill, they're already on top of you, and they're just gonna dice you the fuck up. It's probably not
the part.
What's that?
Forgot the part where one of the barbs has about 30 throwing axes in his pocket.
Exactly, and you're just throwing axes at him until you get up to him. And if you have someone that can, or a wizard barbarian cleric or wizard 2 barbarians is also good because you can just make both barbarians hasted and invisible, and then just run in and suddenly they're on top of someone. As you guys can tell, I love the hot, rippled, shirtless barbarian class quite a bit.
He runs a male barbarian, by the way. I was like, why don't you? The female has like a smaller hitbox. Like, why not the? He's like, I don't know. He just doesn't like it.
I never said I didn't like it, but I prefer the hot, rippling man. There's something about the hard-bodied stud.
Yeah,
the barbarian.
I mean, if like
truth comes out.
If I want my giant sword with my power fantasy, like I want big, oiled, strong muscles. Like, yeah, I feel you. Same here. Yeah. I'm a fan of a very simple, like, go-to comp, like a cleric, fighter, ranger. I think the best comp for PvP, hands down, in my opinion, is 3 rangers. It's the no fun comp. It's if you run into them, you're not going to have fun. It's the sweaty comp. But my favorite
just avoid those guys. You just avoid. If there's 3 rangers, just don't go to them. Unless the circle's closing and you have no choice. That's the last blue portal in that room. Well, you're probably going to die. Yeah, you're probably dead.
No, but my favorite comp, like hands down for fun, is 2 rangers, 1 rogue. So what you do is you have the rangers, and they go, "Oh shit, they're coming," and they run away, and then you have the rogue come and stab so the party walks by, and then you have the rogue come by as the wizard or whoever is in the back line, stabs him in the back, kills that guy, and then he just F's off, and then the rangers come back, shoot. Dude, it's my favorite comp. Ugh, it's so fun.
3 rogues.
Played a lot of it.
3 rogues.
I haven't played 3 rogues.
No.
Donnie, didn't you do 3 rogues with Al and I?
We did like once or twice, maybe.
Yeah, 3 rogues together, you can do the same sort of lure job. You just, 1 rogue goes off, and the other 2 hide. And when you see a fighter come strolling into a room and 3 rogues surround him, just stabbing him to death, it is hilarious and so fucking satisfying just watching that fighter twirl around in a circle, wildly slashing as his health bar just depletes. It's very satisfying.
Rogue is beyond dirty. Rogue is the essence. I mean, Rogue is the guy who plays a rat in Tarkov. Like that is the Rogue class. Is if you just want to ruin someone's day, like that is why you play Rogue.
Did you ever go full party of rogues, Jay?
Nah, I've double rogued a ton though, and we just bait each other out. Or we're both pickpocketing, and we're just digging through their backpack. That's the real fun stuff. Double rogue.
That's hilarious.
When you bait with double rogue, I don't think you can lose. I really don't.
No,
that shit is so good.
Yeah, it's true.
Just dressed the same. She's over there. No, he's over here. Like, what the fuck? What's going on here?
One guy goes in stealth, and the other one gets their attention. That's how I've always done it.
Wizard at heart, but rat in soul. That's a good statement.
Well, yeah, would 3 wizards work? I wonder how that would work.
Hell no.
You don't think so?
Yeah, that seems
Imagine
messy.
3 wizard chain lightning. You guys all cast, and 5 people die, and there's 1 wizard left.
Imagine you open a door though, and you just eat 3 fireballs.
I'm sure it's completely fine, but it's so hard to cast with a bunch of other people.
No, I agree.
All in the way and stuff.
No, I think about half my fireballs hit my teammates. I will say when I play Wizard, I'm like, oh, sorry.
Don't doubt it.
Got in the way of a master. My bad. No, but
I taught my friends really well. I fireball them a few times, and then they stop walking in front of me. It's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. Like a dog. It's gonna get the Jesus. Okay. Well, I think we are due for some questions.
Yeah.
Jay, you got any good pressing ones?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
What's a
do,
good
do.
one? Here's one you guys might jive with. If you could choose your favorite class from a fantasy game for Dark and Darker, what would it be and why? To be added in. You guys play a lot of D&D. So.
For Dark, yeah, okay. A Shadow Sorcerer. I can't remember the exact subclass name, but there is a Sorcerer subclass in 5th edition D&D that can teleport around in the shadows, that uses darkness and whatnot, and has really strong abilities. Playing a Shadow Sorc would be probably my dream class for Dark and Darker, hands down. I also just love the Sorcerer the most. It's my favorite D&D class.
To me, it sounds like a rogue with a little extra pizzazz.
Dude,
yeah,
Monk?
it's like a magic rogue. Yeah.
So
for that particular subclass.
A D&D monk, it has the most broken ability in 5e. You can just stun a monster for an entire turn. Could you imagine getting stunned in Dark and Darker? Like a 3-second stun? Just get cheat up,
Stunning
dude.
strike or whatever.
Dude, and if they add monk...
bear trap.
True, but if they add monk, I want full-on like Bruce Lee noises when I'm beating somebody up. I will not settle for anything less. I want some Wang Chung, like full-on, yeah. I want full commitment.
Yeah, monk is going to be interesting. I mean, I wonder if they'll add new weapons or like maybe hand wraps or like brass knuckles or dusters or something. I wonder if they would maybe like a spiked gauntlet or something like that. I wonder how they'll do that. But
yeah,
I can see a monk ability being like a flying kick, like you blink forward with your leg out, outstretched in front of you, and you can like maybe knock someone back,
drop
and
kick.
hit a wall or
dude, kick you can open. You can kick doors down,
kick. Yeah.
Dude. Like the barbarian thing.
Can't run on the walls. I'll be sad though.
Dude, remember
running on the walls of the dungeon.
Remember what we talked about yesterday? Yeah. I want druid, but I want like different forms, right? Like I want like a bear form for like fighting. I want like a rat form though to run away in. That dude. Imagine if they had like little rat tunnels, like room to room.
Yeah, that'd be
druid all day. Yeah. Somebody said King Flab said, "Dude, give spear to cleric." I don't disagree with that. You don't think so?
No, they don't. They wouldn't. They use like maces and mauls.
It doesn't
and stuff
fit,
like
right?
That. Yeah, it doesn't fit.
I want the Death Knight from World of Warcraft. That's a good one.
Oh, what? Okay, blood, unholy, or frost.
It probably makes sense to not have unholy and just summon a bunch of shit, but you just death grip someone like a little caster melee hybrid, warrior
that
style
would be
type.
Sick.
That would be cool.
Blood DK and Wrath of the Lich King was my favorite class. I loved it. That
tank
could be
fan,
cool.
Huh?
It wasn't a tank spec yet. It was whenever Death Knight first dropped in Wrath of the Lich King, it was a survival like PvP DPS.
Right. You could summon a little floating sword that copies your attacks and stuff. Dude, that would probably fit the game a little better.
Yep. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. And then you could maybe there would be an active ability where you take your damage 10%, but your damage goes up 20% for 10 seconds or something like that. Or like another heal or something like that.
Right.
But yeah,
Death Strike.
I think Death Grip would be super fucking cool. Or Death Strike, if you just kind of like the barbarians morale boost. Whenever you get a killing blow on a player, you get 10% of your health back. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hear me out.
Definitely would be sick.
Beastmaster Ranger. Like I'm running around Ranger, but I can like sick my dogs on you.
That'd be so annoying. Oh my
Tame a hellhound real quick. Send them in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, can you imagine that if you had a hellhound as a ranger and you got to deal with that fucking beast on you as you're getting one shot in the head with a bow? Dude,
if Rangers because they're gonna add the forest level. Imagine if you could like tame like forest creatures. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Tame them, and if they survive, maybe you can like feed them a ration to keep them alive, and you take them into the dungeon.
Take them to the dungeon.
But
that'd be cool.
you have to tame them every single.
That would be
match.
that would be so scuff though. Could you imagine how bad that would be?
It would be very.
It'd be
clunky,
terrible. Level had a good question. He said, "What do you guys think the quest will be?" I think that's good.
Oh.
I think I make this comparison entirely too much, but I think Escape from Tarkov will probably be a pretty good idea of what they'll be like if they had quests.
I think Tarkov quests are great.
Well,
I
let's
like
not. Yeah, let's not add them all into the same category. Some of them are pretty terrible.
Right.
There's some bad ones. There's a quest in Tarkov where you have to have a broken arm and get a headshot. You have to have you have to be under the effective pain.
2 headshots.
2 headshots, yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, thank you.
Or you have to get a grenade kill while blind or something like that. You have to be
something crazy.
The effect of a flashbang and then kill someone with a grenade or something stupid. But for Dark and Darker, I think it would be something like kill the Lich or recover this tome in the library and escape with it, or kill 20 mummies or something like that. Shit like that.
Objective quests would be better. I do not like kill quests. I feel like that would get so boring after a while.
It would get boring.
Hopefully,
you want to have some. Yeah, you want to have some kill quests, but not too many.
Yeah.
Like for bosses, that's an obvious one.
Boss one would be interesting. You get a lot of incentive to go down, which I think.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, bosses would be good.
Yes.
I think incentivizing people to play other classes, like different class-based quests, would be good to progress through the game. So that way you get a different feel of the entire game. I mean, fetch quests.
Objective classes, Jay. What do you think for Dark and
sorry?
Darker? What kind of quests could you see working?
That tome one, like getting it from the library, makes a lot of sense. I think they should probably focus on the lower levels just to get people to go down. That's like my biggest gripe right now. Because you can go down 100 games and see one person. So people just do not go to the level at all.
Yeah, it's rare.
That's true.
I think I had one team fight down in hell. Last one.
Same here. One time.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a team fight. It was a solo guy. It was a solo ranger.
Yeah, fetch quests would be good. I think kill quests, obviously. Kill bosses would be cool.
Yep.
I gotta think of other stuff. I mean, there's gotta be other quests you can do. I'm sure these guys are, much smarter than we are, so I'm sure they'll come up with some cool stuff.
Or it could be something like take 2 rubies into the raid and set them into the eye sockets of the statue and retrieve
that'd be a good one.
The goblet that's behind it that you open or something like that. There could be shit like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because then if you die
quests are cool.
2 rubies, then you gotta get out and get 2 more rubies out of your stash and go in and try to survive getting to the statue. And then maybe once you set them in the eye sockets and you open it up, maybe it takes 30 seconds to open and it's loud and more people come. And there could be all kinds of cool stuff they could factor in.
What's one thing I thought would always be cool in Tarkov and like games like raid based is where, you get to a certain point or maybe you can activate a quest, like a rare item or something like that, where it alters the game, like for everybody, like the lobby, like say like a skeleton invasion. Like now there's like 2 times as many skeletons and they're coming in from the west side and like something like that, like something that just changes that specific game would be cool. I think stuff like that would be cool items and cool quests.
Yeah, I like it.
They could mimic the Kappa quest where you need like one of each treasure and a legendary rarity, dude.
Streamer items,
long-term quest. Come on, bro.
Streamer items.
Oh my god, is there gonna be streamer items in the game? I bet you they will.
Hope not.
Maybe. I think Tarkov has too many now because you have to get them all for Kappa.
Yeah.
You gotta get like 30 items.
Like 50.
Yeah, it's some crazy.
30 fit some crazy number.
Yeah. Dude, what's your Dark and Darker streamer item? Your dream streamer item? Yours is like a Schmeagol fishbone, Soma. That's what yours is.
I would want it to be a pipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Damn, what do I want mine?
Like Gandalf's just a big boy badass version.
Yeah, it's like a little wooden pipe, and if you equip it, There's like a little ember in it, a little smoke comes up.
There you go.
Pipe
that'd be
you
sick.
up.
Maybe it decreases health
Mental
1% every
intelligence
10
or something.
seconds.
My wizard doesn't hit his
Just
heart.
opening doors are like 50% slower. You're like,
Yeah, that'd be good. Trying to think. I'm gonna come back to this.
I got some.
Oh, go ahead.
I got a
Yeah.
little leaking info. We're supposed to
Oh.
see talent trees next playtest. That's what I've heard through the grapevine.
Whoa!
cool.
Exciting.
Progression.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hopefully. Shit.
-2
Spice them up the
intelligence,
game.
+2 wisdom for smoking the pipe. Yeah, man.
No, it's -2 memory. -2 memory.
Ah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
A knowledge penalty. There you go.
There you go. So King Flab said it'd be dope if they had a secret for if you stayed in the storm after portals close. That'd be neat.
Ooh.
I'd be down for more lore stuff. I think they're gonna add more lore stuff in the coming playtests, but I'd be down for more of an idea of like what the world and setting is like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure
Would
we'll
be
get more lore
cool.
to this.
This might not be a good idea, but imagine if they had like a hub, like a hub town where you could like run around and like see everybody, and then you could go into
Like
like
a tavern?
drinking. Yeah, that'd be cool. Go to the east side, go to the
SDF
dungeon. You'd
SDF
shit
said
talk
two
people in the
things, like
lobby.
a tavern one day, because Terrence, the CEO, is a big gambler in Georgia.
Oh,
you'd be able
playing
to
some
like gamble
cards?
and play cards and stuff. Yeah, roll some dice
Oh,
with
that'd
the
be cool.
boys. Yeah,
Wager your gold. Yeah.
yeah. Another thing they said is like
That'd be
having
cool.
like a tournament, like a coliseum or something, and having like
Straight up
tournament
arena?
ran events.
yeah.
Yeah.
Arena would be sick.
Yeah.
Sitting
You
in
could
the
watch.
stands with all the homies.
If you could
betting on the
spectate, that would make
games.
it sick. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that would
It
be next level.
So fun.
Yes, there'd be a meta. There'd be a whole
So much
arena meta.
potential.
You have to go
Yeah,
down
so
in the
much
dungeon to
potential.
like gear up your arena character.
Yep, exactly.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
badass.
Should we do like two more questions from chat? Or I
Yeah.
think Jay, don't you have a bunch of prepared questions? Or
I
unless
got
someone in
some,
chat
yeah.
has some good.
I got Dancing Ricky said it would be cool if you could find a pipe as a consumable, kind of like different visual effect from the beer. So something like that. That'd be cool. Pipe. Just a straight up like smoking a pipe. Smoking a pipe.
Since it is a boomer game, they shouldn't feel so bad about having the pipes and the beers in the game.
Right?
Opens up the door.
Smoking a
What
pipe.
you got for us, Jay?
There's so many. It's hard to pick.
Oh, that's a good problem.
So if
Pick a few. We got time.
will weight be in? If the weight, so there's supposed to be a weight system. They have like weight in the character panel screen.
That would be good. Yeah.
But do you think it would be as hardcore as other games or less punishing? That might be a good one.
I think Dark and Darker
When I
is
think
fun.
hardcore,
Yeah.
I think Tarkov.
Yeah, I don't want that. I think it's fun,
Yeah, I don't want that either.
I don't think you should be able to run out with like 6 breastplates, but I don't think weight should be bad. I think weight should be not super bad, but not super
know how
punishing.
I don't know.
do
I feel like the inventory is small enough. Having weight, it's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, maybe
it's
weight
the
isn't
limit,
I don't
like
see the
picking up
point.
gear. You can't walk
all the
out with a
valuable
full
stuff isn't
wardrobe or
gear.
something. Yeah.
What
typically.
about what do you guys feel about like an insurance system like in Tarkov?
I don't think they should have it. The games are way too short,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I think if they implemented that, I wouldn't care. I'd be fine with it, but it's not needed. Like to Jay's point, you
what
can
if
get
you
into
could
a match so fast.
What if you could insure regular matches, but in high roller, no insurance?
Uh,
Oh, that might be a good little middle ground for it.
Yeah. That way,
Yeah,
like
that
if you're a
could
noob, like you're not scared to run gear, you can run gear and not
Die
be
to
like,
a skelly
"Oh."
footman, you can get
Yeah.
your stuff back.
But if you
Yeah,
want to go
yeah,
high
yeah.
roller, you want to make
That makes sense.
that big bread, then Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. What
I
else
just
we
want
got,
another
Jay?
one.
Damn, I keep closing the notepad.
Give us 2 more. 2 of the good ones.
Or if you have something in your chat.
Laughing Depressed says he left you over 10.
Yeah, it gave me a lot. I'm trying to think of ones that maybe it wouldn't take so long to cover.
Yeah,
So-
maybe weight isn't good, now that I think about it. Maybe just the inventory. Because it's like all the good stuff doesn't even weigh anything. It's like jewels and stuff. You know what I mean? All the valuable stuff.
Yeah. I just don't know what weight would do. Like, wasn't this like slow your movement speed and
just be
stuff? If they
annoying.
do that, it would be terrible, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movement is huge in this game.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, if B1 is coming, the map will be much bigger, and the lobbies will probably have 32 to 35 people in them. So, will certain classes become unviable solo if there's that many people and that much bigger of a map? Like, probably melee will
so.
struggle if the map is huge.
I think it
like
depends
instantly
on
think
how open the map is. You know, if it's more of an
Depends
open
on
design up top.
environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
If you're wading through a big open field as a barbarian and there's rangers, you're fucked, right? Probably.
Yeah.
You're probably dead. Yeah, you just lose.
But if it's a forest and you can use the environment to dodge and weave behind trees and bushes and shit, like you're fine. I think a good ranger could probably still take you out, but
No,
I
100%.
think melee classes would be fine. Yeah.
Sounds like Wizard and Ranger Paradise. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think it
Big and
depends. I
open.
think it just depends on environment design, you know? I think it's how open are
Mhm.
the environments. Are they going to be similar to the dungeon? And stuff like that. I think that's
I
cool.
think right now we're used to like doorways, you know, so there's not much room and like pretty narrow tunnels, but
Yeah.
they
See-
make it big but still block off so you can't just shoot from room to room, you know, it'd probably be fine.
What would be cool in like the
Yeah.
hedgerow? Like let's say like the forest has like hedgerows and bushes and like walls of foliage that you can't get through. What's going to be cool is if they add in like little spots that are hard to detect, but you can like, you know, crouch walk through like a little part of the foliage, but as you do it, it makes a lot of noise or something like that. So like, oh, someone's coming through the wall or something. Something like that would be cool. But no,
Good
I
way
think
to counter all the rats.
yeah, I think they know their game pretty well. I think one of the smart things they've done is they've done a lot of playtesting. And I think they've understood just from the amount of media being put out about the game of like how certain classes work. And if they did do, let's say, just an open field, like a cornucopia, you know what I mean? Like from Hunger Games or something, where you just got to run out in the middle. Yeah, Barbarian's going to get toasted. Fighter's going to get toasted. Cleric's going to get toasted.
Right.
Probably even Wizard, right? Because like how far is, like, Wizard's not that viable, super far away, right?
Yeah, you can dodge a spell. They move at like 2 miles per hour, dude. It's
Yeah.
slow.
Mhm.
So I
Right.
think they're gonna be pretty smart about keeping things pretty, you know, compact and a lot of cover
I
and
think so
whatnot.
too.
Right.
I agree.
Besides, how are you
All
gonna?
right, what else we got?
How's the cave troll gonna
What
come
else we
fight
got?
you? You know, if there's nothing for him to cave in, you know.
Exactly.
Here's a good one. Durability. I see a lot of the communities talking about bringing in like durability to the game, but
I
it's
don't
kind of like
know.
weight. I just don't know how it'd fit in. Like, was your weapon gonna break like mid fight
I
or
don't like
something?
it.
That just
I don't
sounds
like
so
no. That's some like
doesn't sound
Tarkov
fun.
LARPer type activity. I'm good on that. Yeah.
Great. Right.
It's too far. It's
Yeah.
just like and I might get shit on for this comment, but I hated the health and healing system in Tarkov when they implemented it. Where you come out, if you like die in a raid, you're completely fucked up. You have to like fix your
Right.
fractured
That was
leg in
bad.
the menu afterwards. I hated that. I wanted
Yeah.
to just get back in and play. And if I was a broke rat and I had no rubles left and I had a broken leg, well, hey, you just get to fucking wait for an hour or whatever as you heal up. It sucks.
Yeah.
That's not. Now
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go play another game. You know. So
Yeah.
It's like a punishing
I-
gold sink.
No. Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
I don't like the durability thing. The more I think about it, fuck weight. I don't think that's great. It should be inventory space and managing that space. Durability sucks. If you die, you lose your shit. And if you have a good loadout that you're crushing with, then guess what? You get to keep using it, right?
Yeah.
I don't like the thought of durability.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. I think the game should be fun. I think it has like the right amount of arcade and the right amount of slow pace. You know,
Yeah.
I think keeping a good mix is very important. And I think that would just be way too much.
Quality of life goes down with stuff like that.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
it's important to add depth, but don't add annoying depth to the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Which Tarkov
Yeah.
has mastered.
Yeah, Tarkov is,
They
dude.
love to annoy everybody.
I mean, I said this last time. Tarkov is like 60% of doing chores and 40% of having fun. Like you're like, let me run a scav raid. I need money for my quest. I gotta buy a shotgun to go kill people in dorms. It's just not. It's not ideal.
And I hated dealing with the hideout too. It was so. I felt like I was playing like a mobile game where you just like manage some shit. You know, like what was that Battle for Azeroth thing where you had like a stronghold in WoW,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you had this like automated shit.
Oh,
that
the
was running, and
garrison. Oh,
yeah, the garrison. Like
Yeah.
that's what that
Terrible.
system reminded me of the hideout in Tarkov. I couldn't stand leveling up my hideout. It was not fun.
right.
Yeah.
It
Laughing
was like a
Depressed
chore.
actually had a really good idea. He said, what if maybe weight is a system that gets involved if you want to add extra inventory spots? So let's say you have like your normal inventory, but if you
Yeah.
really want to stuff some stuff in, then weight becomes a thing.
You bring in some
Be a little more
saddle
viable.
packs.
It'd be cool if they could add like a backpack. Backpack could be a fun item. That'd be
Yes,
fun.
that
Like bigger
Front pack and a
backpacks.
backpack.
Yeah. That could be
Yeah.
cool, you know, and then you could see, you know, just like Tarkov, where you see some guy with a crazy backpack. You're like, he's juiced, run! Like, get out of here!
Yeah.
He's
That's a
gaming!
good idea. You bring in like a big bag, and if you fill that up, you slow down. The weight affects you a little bit, but you can get out with like double the loot.
Sounds a
I
lot
think
better than just
Yeah.
That's better.
adding weight to everybody. Yeah, I kind of like that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's... I
Talking
think
about
it's
Tarkov, what about some scavs? How would we get scavs in Dark and Darker? You spawn as a little
We already have
skeleton, or you spawn
scavs.
as like a scuffed gear.
Oh, you want player
scuffed
scavs?
gear player?
Oh,
No.
no.
How-
That might be like a
I would
force
have
bandit.
one day.
Like a shitty force bandit.
Yeah, just spawn as a little dinky goblin and just run around, mess up everybody.
That might be kind of fun.
I think that would
that
be
might
fun.
be kind
It
of
could
fun.
be fun. It could be kind of fun.
A little
I would
pack
have
of
to see it
like
in
foxes in the woods or something. You go attack players. Go ankle bite. Yeah.
It could be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know with the amount of PvE creatures already in it. I doubt they would do that because
and
there's gonna
especially-
be so many classes, and because it's so easy to get into a new map. I doubt they would do
Right.
that.
Yeah, so how are
It
they
could
gonna
be
do
fun.
the how are they gonna do the circle in the woods? Because I know like the whole lore of it is like down in the dungeon, like the bugs come, right? Like the darkness bugs come. How are they gonna do the? I guess the woods are just the same
I
thing.
don't know.
Maybe there's a big forest fire.
Oh, that'd be tight.
That'd
That'd be a good one.
Run away from the flames. And get
That
Yeah.
actually
Ooh,
works.
mist with
and then you go
wraiths?
into the
Okay.
cave because the caves you can't light a rock on fire. Holy dude!
Yeah.
You got a
Exactly.
big brain, dude.
Exactly.
Can't melt
Holy
rock.
shit.
Jet fuel doesn't melt rock.
Yeah.
No. We're going off the rails.
Told you the Epstein rant was
how long
coming.
have we been going? How long have we been
We're
going
about hour
Probably hour
17.
20 or something.
Yeah, hour 20. So we can call it there.
now? Okay, why don't we do? Let's do one more final question. You got a good juicy one for us, Jay? Something cool?
Hmm. Looking. I probably should have had this a little more lined up.
Nah, it's all right. The darkest hour is the most
Dude,
scuffed
we are
hour.
the scuffedest hour. Dude, okay, so I don't know if you guys realized, in the middle of this, the window capture for Discord stopped working on both of you, so I had to like reset it. I was like, oh my god. I was like transitions like, this is fucking annoying. What the fuck? The scuffest hour. So yeah, that's the new working title of the podcast.
Since you're a bow enjoyer, Donnie,
Yes.
this one might work for you. Opinions on how to fix the issues with the longbow and how to make other bows more viable. So it does seem like the ranger meta is longbow. And with them, they're so strong that it makes crossbow not exactly
Yeah.
good, right?
Maybe you nerf longbow damage, but I think recurve is really good too, because the
think
fire rate
recurve's
on
in
it
a
is
decent
so
spot.
good. It depends on how you want to play ranger, right? Do you want to play them where you can like get up close and like shoot and run away, or do you want to like snipe people? Because recurve is really good. Because especially if you do the quick shot and I hit you in the chest with 3 of those rounds, like that's lethal.
Yep.
And then on top of that, it's like half a second to loose an arrow, so just thunk, thunk. It's I haven't used enough longbow to know if there's like a problem with it. Granted, I have dog ass aim. Like I'm not good at the game by any means. But
A little closer is better for you. Huh?
yeah, that's why I like the recurve. I'm like, let me just stuff them with my arrow.
Yeah.
But What is the problem that necessarily they're wanting to be solved? That like the longbow is just too meta?
The longbow does insane damage.
It's
Like
really strong.
I know plenty of ranger players, and they'll hit like over 150 and on like the target dummy, and that is just to me it's crazy. And if you use a crossbow, it's like sure it might hit a little bit harder, but you have to reload it every time, right?
Yeah.
Which is I think
I don't
a
know.
crossbow should do the biggest damage.
Maybe
And
they should be more
longbows
rare.
kind of outperform them. Yeah, maybe more rare. And again,
More
they're the
rare.
most traded item, so they are in very high demand for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, but again, like we're our longbows getting used in like the big open rooms in the high roller dungeon last test wipe.
I think people just pick them regardless because
Yeah.
they have like the highest base damage. Probably not higher than crossbow, but you don't have to reload every shot.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest selling point to it.
You know, I'm gonna give the weakest answer that any man can ever give to any question, and I don't know, man.
It's just hard. I think they slightly nerfed the longbow. I don't think slightly was enough. I think if they kind
I'd
of hit
say-
the longbow a little more, crossbows
lower the
become more
damage on
viable and
longbow.
it levels out.
Maybe
in
less
my
ammo.
opinion.
Maybe it has like two arrows before you get to reload.
Oh, that might be a gut.
Well,
nerf.
okay, maybe
But-
3 arrows. Then you got to reload. Like half
Yeah,
as many as
something.
a.
maybe a
maybe
little
less
less.
arrows.
Yeah. The problem is that the multi-shot, the shotgun ability, the reload thing is.
Oh, the
I think
triple shot
people
is
are catching
why.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too good.
The triple shot is why the
Almost too
longbow is good. Dancing Ricky brought up a good point because you can just fire 3 longbow like arrows with the same damage really quick. Maybe you
Right.
can't take quick shot with a longbow. Maybe you only take that the recurve.
No, that would suck though. I think that I don't think that using quick shot should replenish your quiver. I think they gotta take that out.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
I'm sure they'll
take
work
it
on it.
out.
That's too good.
Maybe you got to
I've
have the
always
3
said,
arrows in your inventory before you can use. If you don't have it, you can't use quick shot.
Right.
You got to reload.
It only shoots 1 or 2 to however many you have left. I always said
Yeah.
a quick shot, the triple shot one, should do like 100% damage first shot, 75 second, 50 on the third shot. Just to kind of balance out the
Diminishing
ability
returns.
a little bit. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
make it not so
Yeah.
punishing, if you will.
Good thing we have a playtest coming up in just a week where we can really figure this out, guys. I'm glad we can get together,
True.
give some real feedback to these fellas over in Korea. All right. Well, I
Put it
think
in the
that's gonna.
podcast and just go to the complaint section. There you go.
Yeah, we'll just make an hour and a half video of why we're mad. We're just angry.
Oh, I could talk
Yeah.
all day why Ranger needs to get nerfed. But...
Oh, yeah. I mean,
That'll be a future episode, Jay.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll save it.
The angry episode, the complaint episode. We just complain. We're just like, free game. Oh. Yeah.
I'll finally make a video where I get one tap. It'll be like a 10-minute long video of just instant one taps left and right. Just really
what's
sell
your
the point, You
You gotta do like the jitterbug. You gotta like that's gotta be the song behind it.
Oh man, I don't know if I've heard that one.
Wham? You haven't heard Wham?
Wham!
Jitterbug.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh my
Jitterbug.
gosh.
You put the boom boom into my. You know that song. Come on. After the podcast,
Go listen to it.
turn all the lights off, put some candles on, listen to Wham.
Okay. All right. Noted.
Yeah.
Keep that one in
You put the
mind.
jitterbug into my brain. Come on.
Yeah, I mean maybe they could make shooting a little more difficult. Maybe you can make it like there's some sort of like skill in order to like perfectly fire an arrow, like perfect timing to fire an arrow perfectly, maybe. That could make the shooting a little bit more difficult. Like really raise the skill cap. Something like that.
Some bloom.
Yeah, bloom. Yeah, a little bit of
or
bloom.
whatever.
Yeah, where like if you don't fire at the exact like say there's like the exact pull is like 3 seconds, right? If you don't fire on like the exact pull, like maybe you get some bloom on your arrow.
So you could shoot sooner, but it's a little more inaccurate. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think
not
that'd
bad. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So just something like that.
like
That way, like, if you're, just like the wizard or any other class, if you're really high skill cap, you can still be a murderer, but not everyone is going to, shit on you with just a longbow they bought on the market.
Right.
Yeah. But I think the longbow should have less arrows, in my opinion. I think if it does that much more damage, like, because the
That's an
recurve
easy
has,
fix.
yeah, because the recurve has 6, maybe the longbow should have like 4 or 3 before you got to reload,
Yeah,
because
maybe.
bigger arrows, bigger bow. Bigger dangage. But yeah. All right. Well, I have sufficiently talked enough this evening. I don't know about you boys. How do you feel?
So good.
I think this was a very successful episode too.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I'm just so glad every time we start the podcast, there's no issues. Like it's like
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Very smooth.
No scuff at all. At all. Well, that was fun. Anything you guys want to say? Shout yourselves out real quick. Say what you do. Say yada yada. Explain yourself. Sell yourself a little bit to the internet. E-bag maybe.
Yeah, go for it.
Going for rank 1 wizard again, so make sure you watch. I'm gonna be grinding out of my fucking mind. Cannot wait.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back the week. We're here like what 5 or 6 hours before it opens up, so you can really sell. You can really sell the tune in now.
Exactly.
Twitch.tv.
Yeah, I'll make that. I'll get a script going.
Yeah, where can they find you, Jay?
Self promo script. Twitch and YouTube / JayGriffyuh on both.
JayGriffyuh. Soma, what about you, buddy?
Yep.
If you want to watch previous episodes of this podcast, which there's only one, I'm at _Soma on YouTube. And as soon as I have internet, I'll be back to streaming. Hopefully it's installed properly tomorrow. I'm crossing my fingers that nothing goes wrong. But yeah, I'll be no-lifing Dark and Darker Playtest 4 when it drops. I'll be live constantly. So if you want to watch a shirtless Chad busting down doors or a rogue stabbing people in the darkest of dark, you can watch twitch.tv/Soma. And I'm sure we'll probably squat up at least once or twice to get some cool footage for the podcast as well. So that'll be fun. But yeah, we'll be live at 9 p.m. PT on February 5th, just a few hours before the playtest goes live. And I think that will be a really fun podcast next week. That's it. That's it for me.
Nice. I'm DuhDonnie. I make YouTube content. I never stream. You know, if you haven't noticed. So maybe a new YouTube video next week before the video comes out. But you can find me everywhere at DuhDonnie. I'm bad at gaming, but I might be slightly better at making you laugh. Who knows? Okay, that's gonna do it, boys. Who wants to say the last words? Anybody want to say anything like au revoir? Any good things? Any leaving message? Silence. All right.
Awkward
Thanks for watching.
That's all I got.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Woot woot.
Are we muted?
We are not. No, they can still hear you. And my end screen is now scuffed too. This is great, dude. I'm so happy.
Oh, beautiful.
Good job, Donnie.
It's fine.
It's just, a little off center. That's all right.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a quick little fix right here.
If my internet works next week, I'll take back lead host. How about that, Donnie?
Grab the reins.
It's just technical
Take the reins
difficulties, buddy. There we go.
Nice.
Ick. But alrighty. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye.